So this is a tutorial video on how to do a replacement for the trunk hatch switch on a 2008 Suzuki XL7. So what we're looking at is the pressure switch on these oftentimes goes out. So what you have to do is take the left license plate light. There's a little tab on there. Pull that over to the left, and then you'll pull that out. Just like that. These two green wires that come down with it, I already started to splice into. Basically, what you need to do is pull these down as far as you can, slice them in half here, and then if you go to AutoZone, Napa, anything like that, you can get one of these switches, which is just called a Cambridge brass push button momentary on switch. Get one of those. You'll connect that using the two screws there. Make sure you put a little bit of high temperature bearing grease on there to give it good connection and so that it doesn't get rusty. And then wire off the other two ends, and then hopefully it will work. Haven't actually done this yet, so we're going to see how it works. All right, so once you get the wires stripped out, I kind of made a mistake on this. You actually want to pull the wires as far from the left side, or sorry, from the right side here as you can, and try and cut them as close out to that side as you can. And then once you get them stripped, you can actually touch the two wires together and you'll hear the trunk latch open. Just like that, so you know it works. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to drill a hole in this piece of plastic here. And then we're going to connect the two wires to this switch, thread that through the hole, and then bolt it on. All right, so next stage of the process, you want to actually disregard the previously mentioned note about the high temperature bearing grease. What I did was I put that on the screws there and it made it too slippery and it wasn't sticking, so I ended up just wiping it off anyway. Wire those two up, and then you want to drill a hole to the right there on the bottom, and then that switch will go up through the slot to the left and down through the hole to the right, and then you'll thread on the cap to the switch, which is that piece right there. So one additional step that I chose to do, you don't have to, but take some electrical tape if you want, and then wrap around both of the pieces here. Just kind of keeps everything nice and isolated, and that way if any rain, water, etc. gets in there, these won't get corroded and the wires won't be accidentally touching each other. So then you can see if you press the switch, that will unlock the trunk. So we're just going to take this, pop it up through there and down through the other hole, and then we should be good to go. All right, so the last and final step is you're going to want to adjust this little ring here to the proper thickness to factor in for the plastic and the maximum amount of depth that you can screw this piece on. So basically adjust that to wherever you need, put that through the hole on the bottom here, and then screw this on until it gets to the point where it's tight, and then pull that back out. And what I'm doing is I'm wrapping a piece of electrical tape around there just so that this nut doesn't vibrate loose here. And then that's it. And then you should have a properly functioning trunk. Thanks for watching. And this here is what the final product should look like. So you got your switch there, license plate light is back in, and good to go.